In the Shift approach to improvement, you'll learn how to use root cause analysis to identify factors contributing to inequitable outcomes in complex systems, as well as how to determine which factors are most important in driving improvements. When it comes to a complex system, like education or healthcare, multiple factors drive inequitable outcomes. That's why systematic analysis of the root causes is a critical step to identifying the solutions for improvement that are likely to be the most impactful. It's helpful to remember that the undesirable outcomes are the result of system design. And since systems are designed by people, they can be redesigned by people to stop reproducing inequitable outcomes. There are proven processes and tools you can use to redesign a system to achieve the desired equitable outcomes. Essential to that process is the inclusion of a diverse range of voices and data sources to give you a better understanding of the system's flaws. You can learn more about inclusion and empathy as levers for change in the Shift module on empathy and capacity. Root cause analysis can be used to better understand many routine life events. Consider, for example, a community garden that is struggling to thrive. To understand why the tomato plants are failing, you have to pinpoint what the actual cause of its distress is. While your knee-jerk reaction may be, "I need to fertilize it," a deeper investigation may reveal less visible causes, like poor soil quality, pests, diseases, or insufficient sunlight. Since you don't know for sure, you may have to go beyond the obvious to identify the root cause of the failure. Obviously, making lasting change to complex systems is harder than growing a tomato in the garden. But just like the tomato scenario, to make lasting change, you first need to slow down. Investigate the system and understand the possible factors that are contributing to the undesirable outcomes. A common saying in improvement is that every system is perfectly designed to get the results that it gets. Take a moment to think about your system or context. What do inequities look like or sound like there? Here's a concept that can help to illustrate how important it is to find the underlying factors that are leading to inequitable outcomes in a system. In your system, as with your tomato plant, the negative results are mostly in view above the surface. You want to embark on an intentional exploration to get at the causes hidden below the surface and understand them better. Without a better understanding of the issues contributing to an undesired outcome, you may generate a solution that doesn't address the root cause of the problem. Not only is that a potential waste of time, you could unintentionally cause more harm. Just throwing some more water on it may make it worse. Moving into a real-world example, a complex system, like a school, requires you to recognize that conditions are experienced differently by individuals depending on a range of variables like race, socioeconomic status, gender, and others. It's here, when the causes of the conditions you see are varied and complicated, that you need to expose and examine them. By engaging in the process of root cause analysis, you lessen the chance of making costly assumptions or implementing solutions that could potentially be ineffective or harmful. Again, remembering that we're talking about the real world here, you may feel like you should be able to figure it out on your own, or there may be external pressure for you to hurry up and fix it. Root cause analysis creates space for you to push back on false urgency and knee-jerk reactions that fail to address the deeper issues, are ineffective, and in the end, a waste of time and resources. It's important to remember that often the most powerful opportunities for improvement are not visible on the surface, and if we react to only what we see there, we miss out on the possibility of leveraging those more powerful solutions that produce lasting change. So how do you actually do this in practice? Go deeper. It starts by engaging multiple voices and perspectives in your analysis to get a much richer data set and comprehensive understanding of the inequities, similar to what we discuss in the module on empathy. One tool that we highly recommend is the Pareto Chart. It's named for Vilfredo Pareto, an Italian sociologist and economist who's probably best known for the Pareto principle, or 80-20 rule, which asserts that when you have a lot of factors affecting a situation, there's typically only a few, 20%, that are responsible for most, or 80% of the impact. It's an essential tool we use in complex improvement projects to help us filter out the noise and identify the most impactful levers for change. Back to our failing tomato plant example. You or someone gathered a bunch of data and organized it in this chart. Notice that we've categorized the data to help understand why the tomatoes are failing. We've rank ordered them by frequency, and in the third column, we've calculated the frequency percentage. As you can see, a few higher impact causes have been revealed. Here's an actual Pareto chart to help visualize your data. Notice that the top 3 likely causes tally up to 80%, and that insufficient water isn't among them. Had we followed through on adding more water, we could have done more harm than good. We know you're involved in projects that are more complicated than troubleshooting your garden, but it is a fun and easy way to illustrate how root cause analysis works. Because multiple factors drive inequitable outcomes, especially in complex systems, systematic analysis of the root causes is a critical step to identifying lasting solutions for improvement. And, as part of that analysis, diverse voices and data sources will support your understanding of root causes and help you prioritize those that will provide the most leverage for change.